Well, very good morning, all of you. In the last class, we have discussed few important terminology in electrochemistry. So, what are those? Conductance, resistance, resistivity, specific conductance, or conductivity. And next, few important points we have learned in the last class. Today, we are discussing that variation of molar conductance or molar conductivity with concentration for strong electrolytes. Variation of equivalent conductance and molar conductance with concentration for strong electrolytes. So, in case of strong electrolytes, molar conductivity and equivalent conductivity. What is it? Molar conductivity or molar conductance or equivalent conductance increases slowly with respect to the concentration and reaches to a limiting value at infinite dilution, that is at zero concentration. Is it clear? So, in case of strong electrolytes, equivalent conductance and molar conductance increases slowly with respect to the concentration. With respect to the concentration, it increases slowly to a limiting value and reaches to a limiting value at infinite dilution or at zero concentration. So, upon doing the dilution, what will happen? The concentration will decrease slowly and molar conductance and equivalent conductance increases. So, all we have seen this one. Limits concentration tends to zero, molar conductivity is equal to the infinite molar conductivity. So, limit that concentration tends to zero, the equivalent conductance is equal to infinite dilution of the equivalent conductance. So, to explain this one, Debye-Hückel-Onsager equation. We have to study the Debye-Hückel-Onsager equation. It explains about the molar conductivity of a univalent strong electrolytes. It explains about the molar conductance of a univalent, like potassium chloride, sodium chloride. So, univalent strong electrolytes with dilution. So, it explains about the molar conductance of a univalent strong electrolytes with dilution. The equation is molar conductance is equal to molar conductance infinite dilution minus A square root C. That is, A is a constant, that is depends upon the nature of the solvent and temperature. This is a molar conductance. At infinite dilution. A is a constant, C is a concentration of the electrolyte. So, if you observe the equation can write like this one. Molar conductance minus A square root C plus infinite molar conductance, that is Y is equal to mx plus C. If you observe the graph, so Y molar conductance, X square root C concentration. So by extrapolation of the line, so that is a minus A the slope actually. So what is happening there? The concentration of the electrolyte decreases. What is happening there? The concentration of the electrolytes, strong electrolyte decreases. So it is the concentration of the strong electrolyte that is slowly decreases. So it is clear from the plot that for strong electrolytes, extrapolation. What is that? Extrapolation of curve, the concentration is zero. The concentration is zero. That infinite dilution molar conductivity at infinite dilution is the molar conductivity. At infinite dilution is the molar conductivity for univalent strong electrolyte. So by the extrapolation of the plot, so the concentration will become zero slowly. Yes or no? The concentration will become zero, and then what will happen there? That is a equivalent conductance at this is an infinite dilution. Equivalent conductance at infinite dilution. So this is a Debye-Hückel-Ohlshagar equation. So it explains the molar conductivity of a univalent strong electrolyte with dilution. It explains the univalent strong electrolyte with dilution, that is equivalent conductance is equal to molar conductance minus A square root C. So A is a constant, depends upon the nature of solvent and temperature. So Y is equal to mx plus C. So Y is the molar conductance and square root C is the concentration. Is it clear? Clear. So now we can say that it is clear from the plot that for strong electrolytes, extrapolation of curve to C is equal to 0 gives molar conductance at infinite dilution for univalent strong electrolytes. Okay, now we will see the curve for the weak electrolyte. So for weak electrolytes, in the case of weak electrolytes, variation of molar conductance is very low. Variation of molar conductance is very low, so that we cannot obtain the molar conductance at infinite dilution by the extrapolation of the curves. So in the case of strong electrolytes, you can see that we can obtain that molar conductance at infinite dilution by the extrapolation of the curve for the strong electrolytes. So for the weak electrolytes, that molar conductance is very low. Even if we extrapolate that plot, we may not obtain the equivalent conductance at infinite dilution. Why? Because that is molar conductance is very low for the weak electrolytes. So even we extrapolate the plot also, we may not get the equivalent conductance at infinite dilution. So but for strong electrolytes, we can get that equivalent conductance at infinite dilution by the extrapolation of the curve. So by this we can say Debye-Hückel-Ohlshagar equation is only for strong electrolytes, not for weak electrolytes. So the Debye-Hückel-Ohlshagar equation is only applicable for strong electrolytes, not for weak electrolytes. So this is for the strong electrolytes by the extrapolation of the curve. This is a weak electrolytes. So like acetic acid. For the strong electrolytes, you may take sodium chloride or potassium chloride.